Anyways, I gotta stop that. I want to talk about this again. I've made multiple clips of this. Um, Maybe this is really the only thing getting me views, but no, I want to talk about this some more. This Star Wars bullshit. 'Cause that's what it is. It's bullshit. Bullshit. Now, I just want to. I want to talk about this particular variant of this topic, and it's their feminism, because their feminism gives me the shits, and I'm saying that for a certain reason, because it does. It just gives me the shits. Now, what I don't like is you have guys like J.J. Abrams coming out and saying, well, if you didn't like episode 8, then you hate women. Or you don't like women, or you're whatever. Or if you don't like this story, then you don't like women. I think that is the most absolute asinine bullshit that I've ever heard. Just because I don't like episode 8 does not mean I'm automatically alt-right Trump supporter. First off, fuck Donald Trump. The right is full of shit right now. I am an ex-Christian conservative who got tired of watching Christians act like fucking idiots. I got tired of them being hypocritical fucks when it comes to politics. And that's what I'm going to say on that. So I am not alt-right. I am not anti-feminism. I'm anti-bullshit feminism, because there are two different versions of feminism. And Disney is in this liberal idiocy feminism. I'm into the feminism more like, and I talked about this in another clip. For example, a woman who's getting beat by her husband, she can't leave him because everything that they own, the house, the credit cards, the checking account, everything is in his name. And if she leaves him, he can shut that shit down, and she's got nothing. Nothing. You can't just leave in that scenario unless you have cash on hand or you have family you can go to. You can't do anything, dude. You literally can't do it. And if you've got kids, you can't do shit. That's the kind of feminism I'm worried about. Not this stupid shit, well, she's flat-chested, she's got purple hair, and she's got a ring in her nose, so let's hire her because she knows how to write Star Wars. Or she knows how to write Mass Effect. Or she knows how to run Halo, or some whatever. That type of shit bugs me. Because, now I'm going to get a little Donald Trump here, because we keep seeing all this importance of women in the industry, of whatever the industry is. Oh, we gotta have more women, more diversity, let's get more women involved. And I am for that. But what I am not for is you're focusing all your attention on that, and what you're producing is shit. What you're producing is garbage. What you are producing is not up to par. That's what I have a problem with. Now, if you can produce something that's good, produce something that is worth my time, put all the fucking women you want on there. Have a smorgasbord of tits. I don't give a fuck. I don't care how many women you got working there. But when I am not entertained, like if I'm playing Halo and I'm not entertained, I don't want to hear about, oh, well, we got a new woman CEO running the place. Well, she's not doing a very good job. Because I'm tired of these people coming in wanting to change my stuff to promote an agenda that means nothing to anyone. Nothing. Do you think feminists in general, do you think a feminist gives a fuck about Halo? Do you really think feminists give a fuck about Star Wars? I mean, just collectively. Maybe, you might have a few, but I mean, I'm talking collectively. Like I'm talking like the ultra crazy left wing liberal feminisms. Like, if you've got a penis, you're a piece of shit. If you're a penis, you're Hitler. Basically, those people. How much Star Wars do you think they really like? Now, I got nothing against branching out and saying, okay, here's a creepy looking character you might like. Here's Boss Nass or some shit. Okay, have at it. you, know, you can buy the little toys and paint his hair purple and put a ring up his ass. Whatever you want to do, have fun with that shit. I got nothing against that. In fact, I wouldn't even mind seeing that. That'd be kind of funny, just whatever. But what I have a problem with is when you take that and you incorporate it into the entire story and make it the entire story, and then you take characters that have been around for 40 fucking years and you literally pull your pants down and shit on them, and you neuter Luke Skywalker, you treat him like shit, you basically do nothing with 3PO, you basically do nothing with R2, you do nothing with Chewbacca, you do bare minimum nothing with Han. Although I kind of liked his role in 7. I thought it was okay. I didn't hate that. He definitely got a better shake than Luke did, I'll tell you that much. But, again, what's the fucking point of it all? Instead of telling a good Star Wars story, or, whatever, Halo, whatever. And again, I'm not blaming women on that, but it's this culture of, we've got to have more women involved. Yay, let's get... And again, I have nothing against that if they're doing a proper job. If they're not doing a proper job, and they're there just for a political bullshit, a little political pity party where they want to take something that is beloved by millions of people and fuck it over to promote a bullshit agenda, I have a problem with that. I do. Like, I don't come in and take your purple hair and turn it into a straight woman. I'm not, seriously. I'm not going to go to your lesbian newsletter, take it over, buy it out and take it over, and start promoting, I have a penis, look at it, and start showing you my penis pics. I'm not going to be doing that. That is essentially what this is. Seriously, Episode 8, Last Jedi, is essentially a penis pic in reverse of feminism. And again, it'd be like me going to a purple-haired feminist, and nothing against purple hair. I actually kind of like the purple hair, but not the weird, you know what I mean. That weird, whatever. It'd be like me showing them a penis pic and saying, "Hey," no. But that's what it is. It's a legitimate penis pic. It's a feminist version of a penis pic. That's what Episode 8 was all about. That's what it was. Now, I stated numerous times in a couple of my reviews. I did a couple reviews, actually. I did my initial review after. I did a 24-hour review after I had time to process it. And then, over the past couple weeks, it's been bugging me. I've soured on the idea. I really didn't hate the Rose character. Some people just hate it. I didn't. I didn't hate her character. I'll have to watch it again just to be, But my first initial reaction, I didn't hate her character. I hated that her character was kind of stupid. I hated that her character went on a mission that was absolutely worthless. And the only reason they went on that mission was to give her something more to do so they could try to paint a picture of her. Okay, fine. You're trying to introduce a new character. I could deal with that. Did it fall short? Yes, it did. Fine. I don't have a problem with that. In fact, I actually appreciate them trying to make a story out of this, because what happens is, like, for example, I don't know, the X-Men, Iceman, he's been around for 65 years, and all of a sudden he's gay, sucking dick in the corner, because sure, why not? You just randomly make a character gay, and okay, cool. He's randomly gay after 65 fucking years. Sure, okay. Sure, check that box off. That type of stuff bugs me. Now, you want to make a gay character, but here's the problem. The shit doesn't sell. Gay stuff doesn't sell. Why? Because, well, first off, it's a minority. Second of all, most people who can't relate, except for vagina men who think they can relate to anything, like, these battered women, I can totally relate to that, and you're a piece of shit for not understanding the woman's problems and blah, blah, blah. These little vagina men who they literally have menstrual cramps in association with. I mean, it's like I don't even know. It's like some of these people who have these hunger cravings, like when their wives are pregnant and shit, like sympathy. They literally have sympathy menstrual cramps. These vagina men, and I can't deal with that. You know, it's called balls the fuck up. I mean, seriously, man the fuck up, cowboy the fuck up. Just because I don't like episode 8 does not mean I hate women. I'm sorry. That's stupid. That's ignorant. Has nothing to do with that. JJ and Ryan and whatever the fuck his name is, and what's her name there? Kennedy. Whatever her name is? For the Force is feminist. For Force is feminist or something. Whatever the fuck. Whatever that T-shirt was she was wearing. Give me a break. Give me a break. Here's a news flash. Star Wars and the Force is over encompassing. It's for everyone. The Force isn't feminism. The Force isn't feminist. The Force is for everyone. So stop putting your shit, because that's what they tried to do with X-Men. They tried to, with the X-Men, they have, for those who don't know, they're mutants and they have this quote unquote X gene. There's this gene in their personhood that gives them these special abilities. That's how it's written off. Well, Marvel, after being, well, actually, I think this was before they were bought by Disney, but it was still in the same camp of bullshit. They wanted to try to turn the X gene and make it into a gay gene. Like, okay, it's the same as being gay. See, and I got a problem with that. Because the point of the X-Men is that they were feared, they were ridiculed, they were hated because of who they were. And guess what? Everyone can relate to that. Whether you got big ears, you got big dick, you got big this, small that. You're short, you're fat, you're black, you're white, you're whatever. You can relate to people looking at you differently. It's over-encompassing. It's for everyone. The minute you define it and say, oh, this is gay. Well, I'm not gay. I can't relate to that. So now you've alienated me, and fuck it. Okay, fine, I'm a man. Fine. Okay, I'm a dude. Fine. Fuck me, right? I'm a white guy. Fuck me. What about a young black woman who isn't gay? Can she relate to Storm now that Storm has got a gay gene? No. She's not gay. She can't relate to it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's bullshit. You cannot define that. So when you sitting there running around with a shirt saying, oh, the Force is feminism, you know what? Here's your feminism. That's your fucking feminism right there. That's the Force coming out of my asshole. That's the feminism. Because you automatically define it. Now what you've done is anybody who isn't female cannot relate to that. So now it's like, I can't relate to the Force because, hey, guess what? I related to Luke. See, here's the problem. I related to Luke. Why? Because you're a guy and he was a guy and you could relate to him. But what about young girls who need to relate to other young girls? Fine. Okay, I can give you that. But here's the problem. Everyone related to Luke. Why? And as I said in my other clip, he's hanging upside down in the Bumble cave. You got the stupid Bumble over in the corner. Bumble's bounce. He's over in the corner eating whatever the fuck it was he just captured, and he's got blood in his face. He's like, rrr. Okay, he just attacked Luke, and the lightsaber's in the snowbank, and you see Luke reach for it. He can't reach it, and you're like, oh shit, he's got to get that thing to get himself, to safety. You as the viewer are watching this and you're rooting for him. You're rooting for him. He closes his eyes and he meditates, and all of a sudden he holds out his hand and the thing starts to wiggle, and you're like, oh fuck, come on Luke, fucker. And then all of a sudden the Bumble hears something and he's like, rrr. He looks up and you see the blood in his face. He's coming out, he's stomping out. He's gonna come kill Luke and eat him up, and you're like, oh shit. You fucking relate to that. Now let's fast forward to episode 7 and episode 8. Specifically 8. 7 you probably could deal with, but 8 specifically, can you relate to Rey? Can you relate to somebody, and I use this analogy, but can you relate to somebody who just won the lotto? is now has like, they moved out of town and they've got a house and a boat on the other side of town. Can you relate to that? In a mansion, they're now living in a mansion. You're still living in a trailer park. They're living in a mansion. Can you relate to them? No, you can't. You didn't go along for the same ride they did. Okay, you can't relate to them. Ray is unrelatable. Well, it's because you're a man and she's a woman. Yeah, but seriously, how many women can relate to having everything handed to them? Because again, if we're talking true feminism, there are issues like, oh, I don't know, equal pay for, equal work. That doesn't sound like the same thing. That doesn't sound like, well, a woman gets paid exactly the same as a man for doing the exact same job. That doesn't sound the same. That doesn't equate to the same thing. That, oh, she just got, an extra bonus just because she's a woman. That doesn't compute. Women don't get that opportunity. Unless they marry rich. Okay, that's... okay, so that's basically what you're saying. Forces feminism, so go marry somebody who's rich so you can have everything. I guess that's the moral of the story. So basically, you need a man. You need a man to... You need a sugar daddy, basically. Because you can't do it on your own. I mean, seriously, think about it. Luke, the quote-unquote, the force is strong in his family. Even Vader had to learn, but no, the female, she comes out, she's so much better. She didn't even have to, she just had it. She just had the power. The power was gifted to her, and it was great, and she just learned how to use it. She started teaching herself. Yeah, because you know what? When I want to learn Aramaic, I teach myself. I'm a fucking scholar. Are you fucking stupid? Are you people fucking retarded? There has to be a fucking loose brain cell that's rattling around up in there. But hey, I'm not making millions of dollars off that shit. I don't have a bunch of fucking tweener pussy faggots sitting there promoting this shit and making excuses for it. I mean, seriously, you go on these forums, you go on Facebook, and every time Star Wars posts something about this new movie, and you got all these freaking defenders, because dun 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 dun, they got their little Superman capes on, and they're like, we're gonna defend this because it's the greatest thing ever. And guess what? If you really like the movie, fine. Yeah, I think you're an idiot. That's beside the case. I mean, whatever. I think the only thing that I really liked about it was just... it was more of the characters. The story itself was just straight shit. Finn was underutilized. And... I mean, it was basically a 3-woman band. You had Rose, you had the pink-haired woman. Nothing against the pink-haired woman. From what I said earlier. And then you had Leia. That was basically it. It was a 3-woman band. That's all the movie was about. You say, well, Luke. Yeah, Luke what? Luke nothing. He was sucking nipple juice. That's all he was doing. And force projecting. Ooh. Whatever, man. And again, I don't want to hate on it. I want to come into this movie and come out of this movie thinking, holy fucking shit, that was awesome. Now, 7 had a few issues. I'm not going to sit there and pretend it was the greatest thing since sliced bread, but I liked where it was going. I liked what it had potential. It's like, okay, who is this Snoke guy? Who are her family? Who is this? And what is this? And why was the Millennium Falcon taken from Han? Who's that weird bug lady who had his Luke's lightsaber? It was interesting. It was completely interesting. I went into 8 thinking, well, this is going to be good. I wanted to give the guy a shot. I've never seen anything he's ever directed or written before. So I'm thinking, okay, now it's Star Wars, How bad could it be? Well, when they don't give you any... they literally give you no answers to anything. There are less answers now than there were going into. I mean, I don't know, man. Again, I don't want to harp on this. I really don't. But this idea that all of a sudden I'm a sexist, I'm a chauvinist or whatever the fuck terminology you want to use. You know, I'm this, that, and the other because I hate women. I hate women. Fuck you. Fuck you. I am not alt-right. I do not like Trump, and I do not hate women. I don't like fucking episode 8 because it was fucking retarded. That's it. That's it. It was retarded. It was stupid. Hey, guess what? If you like episode 8 and you like mediocre and you're cool with it, because again, what happens is you have all these tweener kids who think, oh, if I go into the forums and I defend it, I think I'm part of the team now. I'm part of Disney. I'm part of Star Wars. I'm a defender of Star Wars. No, you're just an idiot. You're just a fucking puppet, is what you are. Like, seriously, these kids with the console wars and shit. Dude, it's like, you really think that piece of plastic gives a flying fuck about whether you support it or not? The only ones who give a shit are the higher-ups at the CEOs who are getting money every time you turn the thing on. I mean, they're not your buddy, they're not your friend. If your fucking head exploded, I mean, seriously, you buy a Nintendo Switch and your dick falls off, Reggie don't give two flying fucks about you. His body ain't ready for shit. Fuck you. Okay? He don't give a fuck about you. He don't give two shits about you. Did you pay your bill? Did you buy the shit? And are you continuing to support it? That's all he gives a flying fuck about. You want to go on the forums and, you know, again, it's basically Vagina Men 2.0. It's these people who want to defend something just so they can feel good about themselves. Now, I understand there are people who hate stuff just because it makes them feel good. Like, you know, sometimes, it's funny to go on and make comments about certain things. Or sarcastic, snarky comments about, blah, blah, blah. Okay, fine. I can understand that, too. That's the other end of this coin. But when you have legitimate criticisms about something, and then they shut you down and say, well, your criticisms don't matter because you hate women. What kind of argument is that? It would be like me saying, hey, it's rainy out, I'm not having a good time today, and then somebody saying, well, you're Hitler. I mean, what? The fuck are you talking about? Like, gee, I don't like strawberry ice cream. Well, you're Hitler. What? Dude, no. You can't just jump the gun on that shit. Fucking stupid, man. So freaking irritable. It's like irritable bowel. That's what episode 8 is all about. Irritable fucking bowel. I don't know, man. I really don't know, because it just pisses me off. I sit there for, 2.5 hours, dude? That was like a long-ass fucking show, dude. Like 15 hours long or some shit. I haven't even watched the special features yet. I don't even know if I want to. I'll tell you one thing, though. I am not picking up episode 8. I will buy it used, and I will buy it at a discount. I ain't paying any money for that shit. I ain't paying shit for that. Okay, I will buy it just to put it in the collection, just to say I got it, but that's it. I ain't going out of my way. I don't know. But no, I hate women. Yeah, sure. That's why I go on there and I rail against Wonder Woman, because that was that was a fucking great movie. That was a great female fucking movie. You want a female character? There you go. Have at it. That was a great fucking movie. I liked it. But yet, I hate women. Maybe I hate bullshit more. Maybe I hate your bullshit, your imbecilic fuckery. Because if you're going to take... Because again, this is what it comes down to. They spend so much of their energy trying to make a political statement than they do trying to make an actually good movie. You make a good movie, then you can put your political statements in there. Again, look at the original Star Wars. The first trilogy, and then the prequel trilogy. Yeah, there were hints of, real world politics in there. There was hints of Vietnam. There were hints of World War I and II. There were hints of Watergate and different things like that. There were hints of that. And you could discover that. And you can say, well, there's some parallels there, and it's interesting. That's the way you're supposed to do it. Because the viewer, it's like any type of art, the viewer goes in and they determine what they see out of it, in a way. I mean, yeah, the artist has what he wants, but it should be so over encompassing that just anybody can look at it and then make their own determination. And then if they hear what the artist has to say, well, I did this, blah, 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 and I put that in there and it was supposed to represent this, like, oh, okay, cool. Like if I see somebody who, I don't know, like you draw brick, you paint bricks in your shit. So if I'm sitting there watching that and I'm like, you're looking at it, I'm like, oh, there's bricks laying there, and you explain what the bricks are, I'm like, ah, okay, deeper meaning, I get it, cool. But as I'm sitting there, it's like, oh, it's just somebody sitting there in a little canopy and there's a little brick laying there. Okay, cool. Instead of painting bricks that have a certain particular meaning, you basically, in Star Wars Episode 8, basically was painting a bunch of penises, just a big fucking cock in my face, and you're like, haha. So when I look at that, I'm like, what is this filth? What is it? It's garbage. You hate women. You hate women. I mean, seriously, they might as well actually be the opposite of a penis picture. It'd actually be a big vagina picture. They basically painted vaginas on everything. Instead of faces, all the people had vaginas. I mean, think about that. Think about this. Yeah, there's this stoic, like 16th century painting of like some sort of villa, and there's people their long dresses and their little bonnets and shit, and they're running around, and every face has like a fucking vagina, just a vaginal face, just a little slit down the middle, and you're like, what the fuck is this shit? Is it like Revenge of the Pod people or something? Nope, feminism. That's what it is. Stop putting it in my face. I mean, seriously, I don't need that. It's like going to a strip club and some fucking dude in a little thong comes up and puts his junk in your face and starts flopping it up and down, inches from your face. I don't need that. I don't want that, nor do I need that. Now, I know some people would argue, well, that's what white people have done. That's what white men have done for lots of years. It's just, we're giving back the opposite. No, you're not. Because guess what? See, that's a stupid argument, too. Because it'd be like, okay, I raped you, so, okay, yeah, you rape him so you can feel good. Give me a break. That is so stupid. Two wrongs don't make a right, motherfucker. I don't know, man. It pisses me off. Because, listen, you want to put some feminism in there? Fine. You want to have some really cool female characters? Awesome. I am for that. Leia was a good example. Leia should have had her own show. She should have had her own movie 20 years ago. But she didn't. They want to come out with, oh, here's a new Leia movie. Or a Leia trilogy. Fine, I'm fucking for it. I am all for it. Find somebody to recast, put her in there, and tell more Leia stories. I am for it. I like the Leia character. As long as they don't act stupid about it. And they tell a story first. Tell a good story about the character first. And then underline it with all your bullshit. Okay? Now, I'm sorry. Like, I watch Wonder Woman, I'm not sitting there thinking, oh, wow, they're constantly bashing me over the head because I'm a man and I hate women. I don't want to go into a movie with that. I watch Wonder Woman. She's beautiful. She's hot. She kicks everybody's ass. What more do you need? What more do you want? She is the single best female hero ever. I mean, what more do you need? What the fuck else do you need? Seriously. Do you need to emasculate every fucking man on the You gotta make Superman, look like a bitch? You gotta make Batman look like a little baby? Just so she can rise up and seem better than everybody else? No! First off, that's why they have the Justice League, because they're a fucking team. Okay, Wonder Woman can't do it without Batman. Batman can't do it without Superman. They are the trilogy of that shit. They are. That's what makes them great. They're great together. There's nothing wrong with that. But if Disney were to do it, well, we can't have Batman be tough guy, so Batman's gonna have to, snivel off into the corner. Superman can't be too tough because, well, he's a man, he's white, and, well, he's got a penis, so fuck him. And we gotta make Wonder Woman completely destroy the entire universe because she's just that great. And fly out in space. Give me a break. Anyways, you know what? I'm done. Anyways, I can't take anymore. I can't take anymore. I want to like Star Wars. I really do. I really, really do. And maybe I'll even talk about the toys later, because the toys are not selling. The toys, nobody's buying that shit. Nobody's buying Rose. Nobody's buying all that bullshit. I might get into that later, but I don't have time right now. So anyways, I'm done. Fuck you.